Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Lee Gerstmann and I have a record review for you. Today, I am going to review an album that was suggested to me by Gloria Morrison. So, I'm going to give a how are you doing, Gloria? Thank you for the album suggestion. The album is Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Now, that's an album that I've heard ever since I was pretty young. I don't know if I heard it when it first came out. I think maybe I first heard it around maybe late 1972 or 1973. So I'm not sure how many years it was out before I heard it, but I heard it when I was really young. And I first heard it when I was living in Fairfax. I was living on a road called Live Oak Avenue, and I was on the side street where it was just about half of a block or a full block, and it went on a dead end. It was up on the hill, and most of the neighbors I knew, and we would talk about music. Some people liked one thing, other people liked other things, and one neighbor, he turned me on to certain albums, and one album he turned me on to was Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. And back then he had a really good stereo, so he played it loud and it was really impressive. And then so I then bought the album, and then I really liked hearing it a lot, and I usually liked to play it loud because I really thought it was a cool album to play loud. And I still would say if you've got a really good stereo system and you find a good old copy of it, play it on vinyl and play it loud. But if you have a really good CD version and a good system, you can still play it loud and it will do the trick. Anyway, I heard it again recently and I found that I still very much like it. Now, here are the songs. The first song, the combination of Funeral for a Friend and Love Lies Bleeding. Well, that was always my favorite. I would say now it kind of has slightly lost its flavor for me just a little bit. I don't know why, but maybe because I heard it so much that it didn't seem to stand out as much as it used to. But still, it's a song that if you've never heard it before and you hear it, it will impress you. But then the second song, Candle in the Wind, back then I wasn't really a fan of it because I just didn't like ballads, but hearing it now, I really like it. I really think it's a good song and very decently played. And then Benny and the Jets. This is the one song that does not impress me. I didn't really care for it back then and I don't care for it now. It's just an okay song, but it's one of those things that if you order food and you order some really good things on the menu, and then all of a sudden it's like you have like peas and vegetables that aren't cooked really well. It's kind of like it's okay, but it's not great. But anyway, the next song, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, I didn't like it back then, but I really like it now. So I like a lot of the songs now that I didn't like back then. And then this song has no title. It's not one of my favorites, but I can enjoy it. It's fine. And then Gray Seal. This has become now one of my favorites. I always liked it back then, but I very much like it now. It's really one of the best songs on here, and perhaps even one of his best songs. And then Jamaica Jerk Off. It's a fun novelty tune. There's nothing spectacular about it, but it's fun. You could put on your Hawaiian shirt and go to a tiki bar and just dance to it and get a little drunk, and it would be fun. And then I've seen that movie too. To me, that sounded like a strange Randy Newman song, but one that ultimately is cool. It's a little bit untypical for Elton, but I liked it a lot. And then Sweet Painted Lady, that sounded to me like more of a bizarre Rupert Holmes type of a song, but I liked it. And then the Ballad of Danny Bailey, it sounded kind of like it's a song that's like with a cause to it, like it's a political song almost, but I liked it though. It's a song that I always enjoyed and I still do. And then Dirty Little Girl. This is a great unsung hero of songs on the album. It's heavy and great. This would be like my second favorite, perhaps. And then All the Young Girls Love Alice. Like an early lesbian song, but very rocking and cool. I kind of really enjoy it. And then Your Sister Can't Twist But She Can Rock and Roll. Lyrically, it reminds me of what the Rolling Stones would do in Dance Little Sister, but it seems Elton and company set the original idea around first. It is marvelous. And then Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting, almost as good as a Mott the Hoople song. I've always loved this, and that has never changed. This is even above my favorites. This is like my favorite plus 0.1. And then Roy Rogers. It's kind of like a country style of James Taylor's song, but it's decent and enjoyable. In fact, I would like to hear what James Taylor did with it. And then Social Disease. It sounds like an English version of a Lowell George and Little Feat song. I really like it. It's very cool. And then Harmony. It's a nice little ending song. Sort of reminds me of something else that Rupert Holmes would do. So there you have it. That's my review of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, and thank you, Gloria, for suggesting it. I'm glad I heard it again. Well, that's been my review. Take care, everyone.